Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Furkan, product designer working in London. In this video we're going to look at an interesting and popular topic around, is it possible to become a UX designer within 3 months and no experience? We're going to look at 3 different options. We're going to look at boot camps, degree apprenticeships, and just being self-taught, and see what options really the best to do and is it really possible. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe for future design related videos, and let's get started. So first of all, let's get started and talk about design bootcamps. Design bootcamps are simply a full-time training course, or like a classroom-led course. It's like going to college or university again, full-time, and they're usually 3 months and they're pretty intensive. And from my personal experience, I've worked with a lot of bootcamp students that have got jobs straight after, and one thing is that they are very expensive, and that does exclude and make them quite inaccessible for a lot of people as well. But they're really good for career transitions, or if you're looking to get started in design. And I've seen from personal experience a lot of success stories out there, and they're a really great way to land you your first position or job. But I guess a lot of it goes down to also getting that experience on a job as well. There's only so much these boot camps can really teach you in-house, when with the actual practical learning, with the theoretical learning in the classroom, but we need to get hands-on experience as well. But let's take a look at some of these options as well. So let's dive straight into the web browser and look at some boot camps which I've handpicked and selected, where I know from personal experience from friends and colleagues I've worked with that have been on these courses, and they've all had really great experiences. So the first one we're looking at is a general assembly course here, and I know it's a global course with, in 2022, a lot of the courses virtually based as well with the classroom learners, and they teach you the fundamentals of product design in the 3 months. And you also do get experience where they allow you to work with a client for a few weeks as well, so you get experience working on a job, and they help you craft your portfolio together, and they essentially just teach you the fundamentals of the product design process and UX. What I'd say with a lot of these bootcamp courses is they're not too UI focused, so if you're looking to improve your visual design skills, you need to maybe look at another course or try and do that in your own time as well. And I guess they are heavily UX focused, and there's things like product thinking, which is also an important part of the product design process that these bootcamps can't teach you within that 3 months as well. They'll encourage you to think of this, but they are very intense and they move very fast from what I've heard as well. So this is £9,000 a year, which I guess it makes it a bit exclusive to some people, and I guess they have installment plans. But one thing when I say when it does come to these courses is that they do work really well, and I've heard a lot of success stories, and this initial fee is an investment in your future career and your future job. Hopefully you'll be landing jobs where you'll be earning 10x that money, 5x that money in like years to come, right? And it's just gonna be an initial investment, but they are very expensive, and there's other routes as well. So another course that I've looked at, and I've known people going, is a flat iron school. Again, with what's nicer about this one is that you can just pay more of an initial smaller upfront cost, very similar to the general assembly course. And they also really allow you to focus on finding a job on the flat iron school. And I know they used to, I'm not sure if they still 100% still do this, where you only have to pay the fees after you land your first job as well, but the required deposit. And one thing is that with these courses is they do expect you to do an interview and some homework just to make sure you're committed to doing the courses and you can make it to the end as well. And I guess you'll be watching this video looking to get into design, but these courses make sure you're fully committed. And the last one, which is actually more on the cheaper side, is still 3 months, is a Love Circular Bootcamp. I've had people go on this and they've enjoyed it as well. So it's a little cheaper and it's more accessible. So again, it starts at around £2,000. It's still expensive, but it's more accessible. But we're now going to look at degree apprenticeships, which is another way of getting into product design, where they're nowhere near as expensive as apprenticeships, and you get the best learnings, which is practical experience, on the job experiences, because there's only so much theory can really teach you. So let's look at degree apprenticeships next. So the next option we're going to look at is degree apprenticeships, and it's something that I actually done way back in 2015 when I was at Ford, and it worked out really well, and it's something I enjoyed and I can't vouch for enough, and it's where I got to here today at Meta. And the way it works is that you work full-time inside a company, they pay for your training and university, and they give you a salary at the same time, so you don't have to pay for anything upfront like boot camps, and it makes it more accessible. However, they are usually a very long program, so they could be 3-4 years, but you're getting hands-on experience, you're working in-house, and it's really going to just build up your confidence, and you get a degree usually, or a high-level qualification at the end of it, that in itself is worth a lot of money as well. So let's dive deeper and check out some degree apprenticeships on the web. So let's dive straight into the web browser and check out some product design apprenticeships. They're very easy to search for. They're predominantly a UK-based scheme, but you just have to search for UX design apprenticeships in Google or the .gov.uk website, and there's so many that come up. But we're looking here at the BBC one, and level 6 basically means they're offering you a free degree, and that is so awesome, and it's going to be related in design as well. So they pay you a salary, so unlike boot camps, they're paying you to do their apprenticeship, and you get 4 years of experience. You'll get guaranteed experience in this program as well, so by the end of this you're going to be well on your way for mid-level jobs and eventually senior roles as well. And that's not something a boot camp can really teach you as well, having this practical in-house experience. So we can see here that it's a starting salary around 15,000, and then they add more if you live around London, and I'm sure that the BBC, they allow you to do this remote as well. And what is key is you just have to be over 18, and you just need a few qualifications from school. You don't need any degrees or any upfront qualifications, and they're going to teach you everything about design, and they just want you to show a bit of an interest here in design, and they're just going to really give you that mentoring in-house. I think all of this is just gold, and the scheme itself, the experience you get, is going to be worth way more than all of the perks they're giving you on top. So I highly recommend degree apprenticeships. A quick one we can look at here is BT, another big employer in the UK. They literally offer the same scheme as the BBC, slightly higher starting salary, and you just spent 20% of your time learning in degree apprenticeships, and the rest of it's in-house experience working with seniors day to day. And I'm sure companies like this, you'll have seniors that would love to teach you. Like, it's a really nice thing to be able to teach other people, and it's going to be a great experience. You get a UX degree as well, something totally related in the field, and it's going to really amplify your learning compared to a bootcamp course. I understand 4 years is quite a long time, but if you're on the younger side, it's something you should look into doing if it's something you're passionate about as well, and you really want to transition, because by the end of this you're going to have such a good understanding of the theory and the practical experience as well. And the last one is Apple actually offers something like this as well. We're part of their Apple development program in London, whereas theirs is more of a 1-year course without the degree, but you just need entry-level experience, where they're just looking for someone to basically showcase they're interested in design, and they're going to train you in-house. And for me, these are the best ways to get into product design. Boot camps are expensive, they can be a fast transition, but then the best way to level up with design, it does take time, and you need to be surrounded by seniors and mentors, and these apprenticeships in the UK are just golden. So we can see here with the apprenticeships, you can get into design straight away and in a matter of weeks once the applications start and you complete the interviews, whereas boot camps, I guess you spend those 3 months completing the course, then you actually get into design. But the last opportunity we was going to look at is being self-taught. So self-taught is just learning by yourself by watching YouTube videos or doing online courses or reading books. And I encourage everyone to do a bit of self-learning, but is it possible just to independently by yourself, just self-learn and get into design? Let's look into this a bit deeper. So you can be self-learn and actually look at applying for courses to get some qualifications and certifications to give yourself more credibility. Personally, I haven't heard many people do this Google UX design certification. I've seen it on social media a lot, but I don't know anyone that's personally done this because I see a lot of people doing the apprenticeship and the bootcamp route. But it is possible to train yourself, and then you need to be able to get some accreditation to basically certify that you do know those skills. And I personally feel like YouTube is full of so many good resources for product design. For example, Femke's my favorite YouTuber for product design videos, and you can learn so much from her videos, but there's also, you have to get the actual practical experience. So you can probably do your own side projects. You can work for like charities and ask to volunteer, and people guarantee they'll be happy if you ask to volunteer and do some side projects for them for free, and that'll be good for building up your portfolio as well. And I feel like these certifications will be nice to have on your CV, but the reality is that if you're going to be self-taught, you need to at least try and get some experience by volunteering and asking to do some side projects that can help you out as well. But I feel like it is possible and it does work, but what you need to do is get that voluntary experience in there as well. So there we have it. We explored this concept of, is it possible to become a product designer or UX designer in 3 months? And the simple answer is yes, it is. You can actually become a product designer quicker than this if you really wanted to, but you just got to accept that you're going for the entry-level positions, and you're going to grind through these boot camps and apprenticeships and courses, and you're willing to sacrifice your time to pick up these side projects as well if you're looking to be self-taught. But if you're really passionate about this and you show enough grit and determination, it is possible and you can do it. There's no need for people to be gatekeeping in this industry. It's possible for anyone, and I'm sure you'll be able to do this. I definitely believe you'll be able to do it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for future design related videos, and share it with any friends that might find this useful, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace out.